Hello and welcome to Tuesday Talks by once again with Dr. Danielle Farrel. Hello, Danielle.
Hi, Alistair.
So you'll notice that I'm not Keith this week.
No.
And we've hardly seen each other, have we, Danielle?
No, we don't see each other a lot these days, Alistair. Only a couple of times.
So tell me, today's topic is going to be about you going digital, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
just how
these things, and some things about new opportunities that came up in the last few days and discussions that I'm now having. So yeah, I'll share a bit about that as well.
Brilliant. So I guess just maybe do you want to start off a little bit about your changes to your website and things like that? What's happened with that when moving online?
You've been helping me with that over the last few months, so as people already know, part of that was having the new logo, and I've kind of went for the avatar look today with the pink and my glasses. The only thing that's not quite as pink as the hair, but I've kind of went for the avatar look today. And obviously you've just screen shared it. So I've updated some of the content, and it now has a new section which I'll update as I go, as and when required, when there's new news to share about you and what we're doing at the minute. But the biggest thing to share is what we've just eventually launched today after months of work. I'm yet to share this on social media, so we can call this the premiere. So as of today, organisations who employ staff who support people, so like support providers and disabled people who employ their own staff, and organisations that do payrolls and things for PAs can now use training from Y.O.U's new Moodle site, which is launched today, and there is a link on the page that you're now on, I think.
Yeah.
And detail. The at the bottom with the avatar is a link to the Moodle cloud, and it tells people details of the courses that are available and what those courses involve and the price of them, and I should also say within that there'll be the opportunity, if organisations wish, to have a live session after people complete their courses, if they wish to speak to me or ask me any questions. I'm more than happy to do that. And there is one organisation, Partners for Inclusion, who have already asked for some training to be designed for the staff. So I have designed that to cater for the bespoke needs of Partners for Inclusion staff, and that will be available exclusively to them in the coming weeks. And I've also been doing some live sessions for Partners for Inclusion. I've already done one, and I've got another one coming up later in the month for partners. So yeah, that's kind of the biggest thing today. So I guess we could call today launch day.
Launch day, yes. So that's the culmination of quite a lot of work, hasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of time and effort on the Moodle site, but hopefully now that it's live, it will work, and it will meet the needs of the staff, and it will be in response to COVID-19, and that people, because I can't do face-to-face sessions, it means that people can still benefit from my first-hand experience, and I've designed the training in such a way that it includes voiceovers, so people are still getting that first-hand experience while going through the course, because it's almost like I'm in the room. And as I say, there's the option to follow up afterwards with like a live chat session if they want to do that.
So that's really important, because sometimes people have seen the online stuff as being a bit of a backup plan, but now it's become kind of the main option for all these things. So you've been trying to what you would normally get in the face-to-face session in an online plan.
Yeah, I have.
We've got a couple of highs today from Mark Hinton.
Hi, Mark.
And Michael McEwen.
Hi, Michael. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so that's them. So will I leave you to it and come back later on?
Yeah, and I'll see you soon. So, as well as the e-learning that your option understood have launched today, with the help of Alistair and his organisation Positively Minty. I have also, you may have seen, as Alistair was sharing the screen there, I've also been producing some blogs, which is something that has been quite new to me and something I didn't do before the pandemic. Some of the subjects covered in that is hi Laura, thanks for your watching. So some of the blog posts that I've written cover subjects like not my problem, which was around something that I'd seen on the news about a disabled person asking for assistance in a local supermarket and not being able to get the assistance and being told it wasn't their problem. So I wrote a blog about how this sort of response wasn't acceptable. Last month I guess celebrated 4 years in my own home. So I wrote a blog about that and entitled it Home Sweet Home, and about the challenges I had to get here. We've seen in the media in recent months about how there's been campaigns around certain other minority groups and how their life matter, and of course they do, but I wrote a blog about how disabled lives matter, but not only that, about how every life should matter. And probably later today or tomorrow, I intend to post a blog about some challenges I've faced in the last week around DIY, about having work done to my house and the added challenges of that because of my disability. So you can look out for that and over the next day or so. I have also been producing a lot of vlogs, which was totally new to me in the pandemic, highlighting a lot of different issues for disabled people, but also how I have overcame some of these issues, because I hope that by doing this, it lets people know that there is hope out there and you don't need to accept everything that is ever told to you by a local authority, for example. There are ways you can constructively challenge these decisions. So I hope that by sharing some of these vlogs, it lets people know that they're not alone. So some of these subjects I've covered in the vlogs are no offence taken. And in that vlog, I hope I've maybe poked a bit of humour at some of the things that people say to disabled people when they're not actually meaning to cause offence, but when they're trying to be politically correct, they actually cause offence. Now I don't want to spoil it for you. I would encourage you to go and watch the vlogs because I don't really want to go into detail about all the content, but these vlogs are available on my YouTube channel, and some are available on the website at the moment, but I will update that soon. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel to watch some of these vlogs, and you never know, you might be in with a chance of receiving one of my avatar pins if you are one of the lucky winners. I think I'm waiting for the subscriptions to get to 40, and the 40th subscriber will get a pin. So get yourself along to my YouTube channel and you'll be able to you might get a pin. One of the vlogs as well, you should look out for an update because there's more than likely going to be an update next week, because it's around the NHS and some of the challenges I've had in recent months about being able to access the same healthcare, more specifically as non-disabled women. And unfortunately, I had to put in a complaint to highlight this. And I've the existing blog that's available on my YouTube channel takes it up to this point, but it's likely that I will upload another vlog next week, just to let people know of the results of this journey as I know them myself. More recently, I've started doing product reviews of aids that I use or that other people that I know have used, to help disabled people live independently. And some of these aren't just on the disabled market, so I've reviewed things like an Alexa Echo Dot and I also reviewed a certain type of bag, which also can be used by a non-disabled woman, and I also reviewed a tripod, which is available on the mainstream market. And through these, I wanted to highlight that yes, there are aids available specifically to help disabled people, and that cannot be denied that there is a place for them on the market. But I also wanted to highlight that there are things available in the mainstream market that don't come with a hefty disability price tag that we often find, which I'm sure some of you watching can relate to. So I started with 6 product reviews and posted them every Thursday for 6 weeks. I hope I aim to do some more soon, but I'm also hoping that some businesses or other organisations might be keen eventually for me to review some of their products. That's something I'm willing to explore with businesses if they come forward. So if you know of any business or organisation that are looking for me to looking for a review, I'd be more than happy to do that, and they can contact me through Your Options Understood email or by the telephone or by the website. Details of how to contact me are on the website. So some of the other learning I have been doing in the last few months during lockdown, because a lot of it has been a learning process for me, as it has for us all, with the use of using Zoom on a daily basis and other programs such as Google Meet and Microsoft Teams. I'm sure a lot of you watching will agree that Zoom fatigue is actually a thing, because it's became the norm. So some of the other learning I've had as a result of this is like how to use other software programs such as Doodly. That is a program where if some of you follow the In Control Scotland Facebook page, you'll see that Alistair uses it quite often to promote certain things or as part of a storyboard type thing. So I've started to use it. So I guess that's part of the e-learning as well. So I've used Doodly and my avatar together to give people the whole feel of meeting me, even though they're not meeting me in person. But just uh, to add a different angle to the training, I guess, and not just having me do completely all voiceovers or anything like that. It's a bit more interactive, I guess. It's probably the best word to describe using Doodly. And there's another software which I haven't really used, but I intend to use in the coming weeks, and that's Toonly. And that allows a bit more animation than Doodly does, and allows you, I guess, to bring the characters or tell a story in cartoon form, I guess, and bring it a bit more alive. So look out for that, because I'll be using that in the coming weeks. Over the last few months, many organisations have had to adapt how they provide their services, and I've had to fit with that, yes. So, I've also been working with In Control Scotland in various different roles, and a lot of that is why me and Alistair see each other quite a bit, because we both are associates of In Control Scotland and have worked together in many roles in the last couple of months, as well as in my e-learning. So some of the roles that I've fulfilled for In Control Scotland is the one I'm doing now on a monthly basis when I'm being Danielle. Some of you watching now will be doing so through In Control's YouTube channel, so that's one of the roles I fulfill for them. But I have also presented alongside Alistair at the Children's Services meetings. I have announced it on the board. Due to the COVID-19 response, there has been quite a lot of board meetings had to happen over the last couple of months. 7 months, it's not been a couple now. I think we tend to forget how long it's been. I have also, prior to lockdown, In Control Scotland were providing a programme for a range of people, from those who provide services to those who receive services, and the programme was called Working Together for Change. Like many things, this had to be changed and cancelled on a face-to-face basis, but we were able to carry on and provide some online sessions for participants so that they weren't missing out on what they would have learned face-to-face. So we have been doing that. And I also I'm in discussions with Keith at the minute about how we could potentially produce some of the guides on the various subjects that they cover, how I could possibly support them to provide some of these guides digitally. I suppose a bit like a blog, but using the content of the guides. Because I feel when we've been discussing myself and Keith of how this might enhance the easy read guides, and also in response to COVID-19 because everything's gone digital. So again, this is in the very early stages, but it's something that I'm discussing with Keith and will continue to discuss with him next week when he is back from his annual leave. And two other opportunities that I haven't shared until now with many people, but I have had the permissions of the organisations to share these potential collaborative working opportunities that we're in the process of discussion, and that one of these is with Nightbox. So for anybody watching that doesn't know about Nightbox, I would encourage you to go and look them up, particularly if you are a parent or an individual with a disability, or you support somebody with a disability. The discussion I had with Nightbox last week, and Gavin, the CEO of Nightbox, they provide assistive technology for people with disabilities. But in recent weeks, it's been launched. They have launched one of their apps in Irvine, the town where I currently live, which I wasn't aware until I came across it on social media. But what that app does, it's called the Button app, and it's available on Android and iOS. And anybody with a disability who has a smartphone can now operate any traffic light in Irvine without having to actually touch the button. And in a time where we're living in COVID and they're always telling you to wash your hands, that could possibly help specifically at this time, but also moving forward, because it allows people with visual impairments and other disabilities to be out and about in the community themselves and independently. Because myself as a wheelchair user, anytime I do venture out on my own, pressing the traffic lights can be a bit of an issue because of the height and where the position. So this app, in my opinion, could be a real game changer. North Ayrshire Council have been the first local authority to adapt, to put this in place, and it all came into play after a gentleman with a visual impairment, Craig, who lives in Irvine, approached the council 2 years ago and told them that this is what was needed. It is taken 2 years to have it in Irvine, but it's now live in Irvine. And if you follow and go onto Facebook, you'll be able to see some of these videos. Following coming across this video, I shared it on social media, and Gavin, the CEO of Nightbox, agreed to meet with me over Zoom, and we've since agreed that they also have another app called Welcome Me, and that's currently in the forge shopping mall and in other places around Glasgow. And the whole point of that app is for disabled people to be able to let the organisation know that they're coming to visit, and that there'll be somebody coming in who requires assistance, so that they can get the assistance they need, and that staff are on hand to help them from the minute they arrive all through their visit. So currently it's available at several different bank branches in Glasgow and other facilities. So I have agreed with Networks that I will write a proposal, but that I will also review this app for them as soon as weather and whatever else allows. And I will post this review, and the Networks will also share this review, which will also help build Y.O.U Understood's profile. And I have also agreed to help them approach businesses and encourage them to take the app and have it installed in their business. I also had a meeting with Paris. Now I know some of you watching are really invested in the Changing Places campaign because of the people that you support and care for, or because you're a disabled person themselves. I do support the campaign. It was just I highlighted to them the fact that at present their facilities use have hoists installed, but they don't have standards because I use a standard as opposed to a hoist, and Paris were really receptive to what I have advised, and they have also asked that we can discuss potential collaborative working, whether that be helping them identify search purposes, and researching the information that they need, and also maybe help them address the point that standards shouldn't also be available, shouldn't only be available in toilets, but also in places like hospitals and GP surgeries, to allow, like what I've just said about my blog, to allow disabled people the same access to, for example, healthcare. And we were also discussing the possibility of me being able to um, support them in talking to the NHS about these things and highlighting it. So these things are in the very early stages, and they were quite unexpected, to be fair. But I'm quite excited about the possibility of being able to work alongside these companies, and hopefully highlight things and be part of changing the narrative for disabled people, which I know for a lot of us watching and living with a disability, that's a phrase we use quite a lot, and that has always been my view of Y.O.U Understood, and where I wanted it to go. So I'm really pleased to be embracing these opportunities and to be having these discussions with companies that have the same values as myself and as of you. So yeah, and there might be. I'm also exploring the opportunity of designing, going into product design myself, and having the avatar available in some fabrics that people could use to accessorise their wheelchairs. But again, this is in the very early stages, but I'm in the process of identifying some fabric. So, because it's really important for me that people and with disabilities can embrace their own identity, and I guess that's what I've tried to do through my different hairstyles and hair colours and by the use of the avatar. So I hope that in the coming months, Your Options Understood can encourage people to do that, whether that be through vlogs or through any product design that I have thought about or been exploring. So I guess it's a case of watch this space to see what happens in the next few months for myself and Your Options Understood. But in the meantime, I would just like to say thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again next month when unbelievably it's nearly Christmas. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again soon.
Brilliant. Thanks again, Danielle, for another interesting tour through lots of the things you've been working on, and I'm particularly interested in that app idea. I think it's there's lots of different lots of different things that it could be used for, isn't there? Sort of like that, being able to do that sort of crossings. But I wonder what else we could automate that could make things more accessible.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. Well, thanks again, and Danielle will be back for more.
The 2nd, maybe 3rd of December, might be. It's early December anyway, but yeah.
Early December. Cool. Wearing a Santa hat, do you think?
We'll go for maybe a Christmas t-shirt, but maybe not a hat, because that would squash my hair.
Oh well, I know. I'm feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Thanks again, and hopefully everybody can join us for next month's one as well.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.